Abraham loved his son Isaac. He wanted the very best for him. This included finding a wife for Isaac, but not just any wife. Abraham wanted Isaac to marry someone special. He wanted Isaac to marry someone who loved God. Abraham sent for his most trusted servant. This servant was loyal and wise. Abraham gave him a very important task. He asked his servant to find a wife for Isaac. There was one condition. The servant had to travel to Abraham's homeland. Isaac's wife must come from their own people. The servant listened to Abraham's request. He knew it was a big responsibility. He packed the camels with the gifts. These gifts were for Isaac's future wife and her family. The servant and his men began their long journey. They traveled far to Abraham's homeland. The journey was long and tiring, but the servant never forgot his mission. He knew God was with him. He trusted God to help him find the right woman for Isaac. The servant arrived in the city of Nahor. It was evening. Women came to the well to draw water. The servant stopped by the well. He knew this was a place where he could find a wife for Isaac. But how would he know which woman to choose? The servant prayed to God. He asked for a sign. "Let the woman you have chosen for Isaac," he prayed, "be the one who offers me a drink of water and waters my camels." This was his specific request. He knew God would answer. As the servant prayed, a beautiful young woman approached. Her name was Rebekah. She was kind and generous. "Can I draw some water for you?" she asked the servant. The servant drank from her jar. Then Rebekah did something amazing. She offered to draw water for all 10 of his camels. The servant watched in amazement. Could this be the sign? Was Rebekah the one God had chosen? He decided to wait and see if she met all the requirements of his prayer. Section 5. The sign recognizing God's hand in the details. Rebekah finished watering the camels. The servant was overwhelmed. He gave her a beautiful gold ring and bracelets. He asked, "Whose daughter are you? Is there room at your father's house for us to stay?" Rebekah was surprised by the gifts. "My father is Bethuel," she answered. "Yes, there is plenty of room at our house." Then she ran home and told her family everything. Section 6. Overflowing gratitude, acknowledging God's faithfulness. Rebekah's brother Laban rushed out to meet the servant. He invited the servant and his men to their home. The servant was overjoyed. God had answered his prayer. He shared the story of Abraham and Isaac with Rebekah's family. He explained his mission to find a wife for Isaac. He told them about his prayer by the well. He described how Rebekah had arrived just as he finished praying. He praised God for his guidance and faithfulness. Section 7. Welcomed with open arms Rebekah's family. Rebekah's family listened intently. They were amazed by God's plan. They could see that God had chosen Rebekah to be Isaac's wife. They agreed to let her go. Rebekah was both excited and nervous. She knew this was God's will for her life. She trusted God to lead her. She said goodbye to her family. Then she left with the servant to begin her new life. Section 8. A bond blessed by God, Isaac and Rebekah's union. The servant brought Rebekah back to Isaac. Isaac was overjoyed to meet her. He could see that Rebekah was a woman of faith and character. They fell in love and were married. Isaac and Rebekah's marriage was a testament to God's faithfulness. He answered the servant's specific prayer. He brought Isaac and Rebekah together, and he blessed their union. Section 9. Lessons in trust and obedience, finding our own Rebekah. The story of Isaac and Rebekah teaches us important lessons. First, it teaches us about trusting God's plan. Abraham trusted God to provide a wife for Isaac. The servant trusted God to lead him to the right woman, and Rebekah trusted God to guide her into this new life. Second, it teaches us the importance of specific prayer. The servant prayed for a specific sign, and God answered his prayer exactly as he had asked. When we pray, we should be specific in our requests. This helps us to see God's answers more clearly. Section 10. The enduring power of love, kindness, generosity, and family. Finally, this story reminds us of the power of love. Abraham's love for Isaac motivated him to find him a wife. The servant showed love through his obedience and care. Rebekah demonstrated love through her kindness and generosity. This story is a testament to the enduring power of love in its many forms. The love between a father and son, the love between master and servant, the love between a man and a woman, and most importantly, the love of God that binds us all. Let us all strive to live lives filled with such love, kindness, and generosity.